How to cut and prepare beets with F&Sharp. Using the tip of the F&Sharp chef's knife, I'm just going to lob off these stems, but keep in mind, you can definitely save the leaves for a salad or garnish. They're completely edible. Make sure to give the beets a good wash or a scrub. Then, using a paring knife, I'm just going to cut off each end, the top and the bottoms of each of the beets. You can simply cut into rounds as one option. Now I'll take the ever so versatile chef's knife from F&Sharp and use this because I'll have more leverage to cut through the raw beets. After cutting off each end of the beet, I'm then going to use the paring knife, and I'm going to use this to peel the raw beet. You can peel raw or cooked beets, it's totally up to you. Instead of holding it in your hand, you can also lay it cut side down on the board, nice and stable, and cut around just like you were gonna cut a citrus. Then go ahead and clean up any leftover edges. Back to the F&Sharp chef's knife, I'm cutting the beet in half, laying that cut side down, cutting that in half, and then cutting each of those halves in half again to make nice beet wedges, another great option. You can also dice up your raw beets, cut some slices into the beet, go ahead and lay a few of the planks on top of each other, cut lengthwise, and then turn those strips 180 degrees, cut again against your last cuts, and you got a great dice. Or instead of following all the way through to the dice, go ahead and just leave into these nice, kind of like matchstick slices. Place your beets on a foil lined pan, drizzle a little olive oil, season them up, and then roast them at 375 for about 30 minutes to an hour, depending on if you leave them whole. If you cut them down, it'll take less time. Into a food processor, I'm putting in some nice sheep's milk feta cheese, then some Greek yogurt, and I'm going to give that a blitz first on chop just to break it down, and then I'm going to puree that. Adjust your seasoning, go ahead and add a little olive oil to it. You can even add a little lemon juice if needed. Your beets are done when they are fork tender. Now we're going to go ahead and plate up this delicious meal. I got my mise en place, which means everything in its place. Starting with the feta dip, I'm going to use a spoon push method to smear that across the plate, and then we'll go ahead and get our pieces of beets just laid out kind of sporadically but thoughtfully. Once you get enough of those beets laid out to your liking, I'm going to go ahead and use one of those leaves as a garnish, plate a few more beets on top of that. Then I'll take some crushed pistachios and I'll just kind of scatter them about. Once that looks good, it's pleasing to the eye, I'll take a little olive oil, finish off the plate, and you're ready to share, enjoy. Visit fnsharp.com.